my buddy here, Scott Heckert, who I'd like to say got conned into being the U.S. team manager. I'm not too sure. But obviously Spencer Heckert's father, who is a friend of the program.
Yep,
The program here, Wheel and Trigger. Scott, this is your second time to this lovely facility here in Spain. How's everything going for you?
It's going a lot better. I think coming here a second time on a European track, which is completely different than what we're used to or seeing in the States, we knew more of what to expect and we adapted to it quicker. So that's been I think it's an advantage coming here once before.
I heard a lot, when everything got switched or Brazil went away and this was the track that was announced. I heard the Americans saying that they're actually okay with it because the last time when we left here, everyone was like, "Oh, that's what we needed to be doing."
Yeah, but I also think the track was a complete rebuild. The warm-up race that they had here, the track was maybe a 15-20% change max.
If that, yeah.
And the surface was already polished really quick. So it made it harder to adapt to. And then when you got guys coming in that have ran the track, hundreds of laps, you're at a disadvantage. So this year it seems to be an even playing field. Nobody's complaining. The facility's amazing. Everybody here it's been a good time. I like it. The track's cool.
Yeah, as you can see, my man Scott, he's drinking a brewski. They sell these on site here at the track. It's that's a European style of concessions. I do like that part of this.
€2 gets you a beer, and it's really good beer, actually.
Yep.
It's not a hoppy beer. It's good and smooth.
It's cold, too.
And it's refreshing.
So how is Spencer doing right now after first 2 days of practice?
So we started out, first run was a little rough. Then we took some advice from Europeans. We've also been doing a lot of research and talking to people what they're doing. There's a lot of different stuff they do here that we've never done. We're running different shock pistons. We're running different springs. We're running diff oils that are super high. So
tell us what you're doing diff oil wise, because everybody I've had on has told me their numbers, and for me it's I know what I went up to. I would have never gone that high in my life, not even thinking about it. What are you guys on now at this point?
Yeah, so he found a sweet spot at 60-60-30. Walker Spinrad went to a race in Australia. They had very high grip like this, so he gave us some feedback. So this last run, he went 70-70-30, and I think he didn't like it as much. He said it was almost too much. You got to get that balance where your car doesn't want to diff out, flip, but if you go up too high in the diffs, then the car almost wants to do wheelies.
Yeah.
And so that, and now we run normally, I think it's 450-500 in our shocks with a 6-hole piston, and now we're up to, I think, 700 or 750 in the shocks. But the track surface is super smooth. There is no bumps. There's just jumps, high speed, flowing, lots of elevation. So you don't want the car to react too quick, because they patch the track every night. There's very few bumps, so it's just a different style racing, and it's fast, and you got to be committed.
Yeah, so, I 100% agree with that. So what is your daily duties at the moment? What are you doing for the U.S. team manager for Roar? So
the first 2 days were pretty easy. You go to the meetings, they kind of tell you what's going on. This year they did something different. They have a WhatsApp chat group, so we get messages every country, so it's a large group, and that has been really nice. So if you have questions or a concern, you post it, and then they take care of it, or now who to talk to. We did watch some tech stuff today, but they're not doing anything, any disqualifications or anything, but they're warning you, like if your car's too wide in the box, stuff of that nature, checking tanks. So tomorrow we'll pay attention more and see what they're doing, and hopefully everything goes smooth. So. Yeah, I was a piece of bragging rights for me. I was the first person that was illegal that had you called to tech. Yeah. I apologize for being that guy, but someone had to do it. But I mean, they checked it, they know, and now you know how to fix your car. You're just too wide in the front.
Yep.
But other than that, we'll see. Hopefully, you know, everybody, as long as everybody's treated fairly and equal, well, no issues. So
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What do you guys have you and Spencer talked? What's your plans for tomorrow? Are you doing anything to the car tonight?
I think we're gonna go back to our lower diff setting. We gotta watch the weather. As far as like in the morning, we were running a little bit softer tire. The Havoc was really dialed. We're gluing foams. So we ran the same compound, a medium compound, in Q2, and it smoked them. So we have to go up in compound. We thought since the sun was a little bit lower here, 5 o'clock, but actually the way the hillside is, it's like baking the track.
Yeah, it's hitting it right from that side.
Brand new set of yellows, pretty much smoked them. So we're probably going to basically run a softer compound first thing in the morning and then go up based on the cloud coverage. But today's a bluebird day, and the sun's hot, but the humidity's low, so it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel bad out here, but boy, your skin feels it, man.
You don't want to be in that direct sun. I mean, you start cooking wearing a black shirt, it sucks.
Big time.
So, but,
cool, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing the service for all us Americans and getting out there and taking that by the horns. I'm still a little bit kind of in shock that this wasn't figured out prior.
Yeah.
But
and I mean, I understand. I mean, if you have a day job, it's tough to come here for a 10-day event. So I understand that, but we should have better representation, but I don't mind doing it. If I need any coverage, Mike Tree said he'd take care of me, help me out, because Ryan and Spencer should be far enough in heats. So I don't mind.
That's awesome.
I enjoy it. I work with a lot of Europeans for my job, so it's you understand their culture's a little different.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you just got to learn to respect their culture and.
I, for one, like the culture.
I love it, yeah.
I think, for the most part, they do a lot of things right. Obviously, there's a bad rap with
there's one thing right here.
Yeah, they're doing that right.
They serve draft beer at the track.
Yeah, they're doing that right. And frozen ice cream and stuff like that, too. Like, there's a lot to be said for how they're prepared.
Spencer had this monster chicken sandwich for lunch. The spaghetti is really, really good.
Yep.
I mean, the food's solid here.
I had seafood pasta here.
Yeah.
And it was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
I mean, we are close to the Mediterranean.
Well, yeah,
so
but they're serving it at the racetrack, so it just shows you.
I think it's catered, too. So they have a catering group here that's doing all this, and the food's reasonably priced.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well,
cool.
good luck tomorrow. I'm sure I'll grab you and pull you in again over the next 5 or 6 days.
I'll give you the recap of day one.
Absolutely.
Being a USD manager to technical inspection.
Yeah, try to keep a tally of how many times you hear that.
I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on things, and I'll just do some recording and stuff. That way, if we get treated unfairly, then we can say, hey, well, this is what you did for them.
Right.
Why are we being treated different?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they're going to.
No.
You just got to count your ducks, make sure you're
absolutely. Just we got to be prepared and know. And I think we kind of all got our fill the first Worlds here.
Right.
Like, it was almost kind of like a forgiven.
But now we've had some of the Europeans come to our tracks. So we had a lot of Europeans come to DNC. A lot of Europeans came to Silver State. Juan came to AMS.
Yep.
And he's like, man, you guys are a lot of fun. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe we had this perception we're assholes. But
no. It's definitely different.
We like to have fun. And
they are very rules-driven here, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
In America, we don't take a lot of the time to enforce specific rules.
Yeah, it's like on things that are just like, really, are we going to do this? But But I think they want to have fun racing too. So maybe this, we've gotten a little bit more interaction, especially since COVID went away. I mean, now it's like we're seeing more and more of it. So it's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, cool, man. Thanks, Scott.
All right, man.
See you tomorrow.
Take care. Ciao.
I blew that one. Later.
I was going to give you that shake, but you had to fight.
No, I blew that.